retailers' licenses were renewed well after the dates of those compilations and reports. All of the reports going through 153 are rife with hearsay within the logs, and I also object on foundation.
I'm not offering for the truth of the content of the log, but only to prove the incidence of calls and responses, not the substance of the content.
With that,
can you define the difference in that Mr. Domina's statement?
basically what Mr. Domina is saying is he's not introducing them to prove that the crime occurred, or he's introducing them to prove that there was a call or allegation made and a call made to the sheriff's office.
So if there was a call, there was a response, but not the reason, which is explained within the entry.
Okay.
With that limitation, I'm going to accept, I'm going to overrule the objections on exhibits 147, 148, 149, 151, and 152, and 153. I know that it is outside the scope slightly on the time. However, I believe that it is more probative than prejudicial in that earlier the 2014-2015 show the same month, so we can get an idea of calls in that time. Although we are more limited to what happened in 2016, but for historical purposes, I believe there's no cover.
That reminds me of an additional objection, which in terms of the foundation or the relevance, these are incomplete records because they cherry-picked a few months from each year.
Well, I think it's designed as a snapshot, and that limitation that we received is given a snapshot to show what happened in those same months over a 3-year period. So they're offered and received.
Would you look at exhibit 155? Do you have it?
Yes.
And is this a document you obtained through a public records request?
That is correct.
And this is correspondence with the Sheridan County Sheriff by the Nebraska Liquor Control Commission, and the responsive date, is that correct?
That is correct.
I'll offer it to the 155. 1262.
Mr. Schneider, catch up on the
Objection on hearsay. Again, the time frames in here are beyond the scope of the renewal for this period. And they cherry-picked a few months again, so the records, the information is incomplete.
Just for record representation, this was part of a request of the public records request.
Yeah, just to clarify,
Just answer yes.
I'm looking at a document dated January 27th of 2017. Is that correct?
I'm not sure. What did you find?
Mr. Rube, I don't believe this is a Freedom of Information Act request. It starts with a letter from this commission to, I believe, Sheriff Robbins.
All right.
And there's another letter of response from Jamie and Simmons.
Okay. The question is, did you obtain it with a public records request, yes or no?
I'm gonna receive the evidence. I believe that is.
I didn't hear an answer.
Yeah, I'm just
sure because I believe they're part of exhibits 1 through 4 already, because there was official correspondence from the commission. So I will receive this as well. I know judges get upset if you have evidence there multiple times. In the case here, I'll go ahead and receive it, but I do believe it's part of exhibits 1 through 4.
As part of that last question, so there's copy. All right, and then I am not certain whether you can help us at all with the next exhibit, so I'm going to have to ask you. Take a look at exhibit 157, and I'm going to ask you a very specific question. Did you obtain exhibit 157 with a public records request?
I did not personally obtain it through an open records request. I received the document that's labeled ambulance logs, ambulance log for Oglala Sioux Tribe.
All right, thank you. I have no further questions of this witness.
Cross-examination, Mr. Snyder.
Mr. Maish, why did you pick the months of April and August?
We were in Whiteclay and Pine Ridge on May of 2016. Roughly a week or two before my trip to Whiteclay in May, I submitted the first open record request to the sheriff. I didn't necessarily want them to go back for years and years or even months and months, so I picked the most immediate preceding month of April 2016, and so that's where I started. And so we obtained that, we presented it to the commission, and then since I'd already picked April 16, I decided to make a subsequent request for April of 15 and April of 14. So that answers that. You also asked about the August. I was looking for, just for my own sake, I was looking for a time when weather might be different. In April, in Oklahoma, it's nice in April. Up in Whiteclay or Pine Ridge, it seems it can still be cold in April. As it was yesterday when I was there in the morning. And so I decided I was looking for a second month to go back where the weather was warmer. So I picked August of 2016, 2015, and 2014. As far as why I limited it to those months, each request that I make or each month costs between $80 and $100. Which are legitimate fees based on copying cost and labor for the sheriff's office. And so because I'm paying for those, that's why one of the main reasons I didn't go and get every month from the last 3 years.
Are you aware of that the powwow is held in August?
I don't have any personal knowledge of that.
Did you pick that month because it might be busier because of the powwow?
No.
I don't have anything else.
Any questions for Mr. Maish from the question? Any regard?
No.
Thank you, John. You're excused as a witness. Next witness, Mr. Donovan.
Called Jamie Jones.